Today I'm leaving Chengdu to try some regional local food. This place is called Xinfan. You haven't heard of this place. In fact, I haven't heard of this place. It is a small town near Chengdu, about 30 minutes drive, and it belongs to a county called Xindu. And I'll be here for a day trip to try some of their local foods, do a little bit of sightseeing. First, let's start with a regional signature called Ya Cai. This is the place. It is said to have the best Ya Cai in the city. Here we have a Ya Cai making in process. Here, first thing we have this Ya Cai. This is a very classic Sichuan snack. And this place is said to have the best Ya Cai in this region. The skin here is made with glutinous rice, and the green color comes from a plant called Ai Cao, and it has pork inside. Oh shit, that is so good. The shell is very fluffy, and inside it's like really meaty, slightly salty from the Ya Cai, pork and Ya Cai, and has a lot of juice, pork juice and oil and everything mixed together. The skin that's made with glutinous rice has a slightly sweet, grassy aroma because it's made with Ai Cao. Since the inside can be quite greasy, I decided to use chopsticks. Oh man, that is good. The aroma of the pork fat mixed with the slightly sweet Ai Cao is just a great combination. Finished. Moving on, we have this place is called Chen so like steamed beef under the name of Chen. This place is exciting. They have all kinds of steamed items, like very small plate, each for like 7 RMB, which is less than $1. And we have like 9 items plus a soup here. So like each of the dish here, the meat dish is like $1, and the soup and the vegetable is 6 RMB, so like less than $1, and that's beautiful. We have 4 different varieties. This is Xian Bai, so like I'm gonna get to the thing in a minute because everything is in Chinese. And we have Fei Chang, we have Pai Gu, and we have Niu Rou. Some of the names you might have come across before, but I'm gonna explain it a bit. Here we have a Hai Dai Tang, which is like soup with kelp, and the other one is like pickled vegetables. First, we have Xian Bai. This is a classic, basically steamed pork belly. There are 2 types of this dish in Sichuan cuisine. One is Xian Bai, the salty version, another is Tian Bai, the sweet version. And the saltiness comes from the Ya Cai underneath, which is also like a classic ingredient here. Oh, that is good. What can I say? With the rice, it's perfect. So this thing is like a little fatty. You have the pork fat aroma, and then you have the slight saltiness from the Ya Cai. Ya Cai is sort of like a fermented vegetable. Of course, we have to have this Pao Cai, pickled vegetables, classic in Sichuan cuisine, pretty much available in every restaurant. You have seen it many times by now. Crunchy, slightly acidic, but this one doesn't have the seasoning or sauce or whatever. Usually, you will have like a little bit chili oil with sugar. This one's just like plain, with maybe just like a hint of chili oil. Fen Zheng Niu Rou, steamed beef. The meat is tender and has good strength. The fatty Cai has like a nice aroma, and a little bit chili oil, a little bit garlic. But what's really the show here is the powder. So this thing is called Fen Zheng Niu Rou, right? So it's translated as steamed beef, but fen means like this powder. So the process that basically you wrap this thing in rice powder, which has seasoning in it, then you steam it. So the flavor is really in the rice powder that gives it a little bit of a textural variation, and also the flavor. Each restaurant has their own like secret recipe. This one I can't really say for sure, but I think it has like maybe a little bit 5 spice or 13 spice, a little bit of Sichuan peppercorn because I do taste a little bit numbing sensation. Chili oil, garlic, and a little bit secret seasoning. Okay, so next one we have Fen Zheng Fei Chang, steamed intestine, again coated with rice powder. Just look at this, like the texture of it, very soft and fluffy. It has this rice coating and garlic on it. Oh, the flavor is amazing. It's really soft and tender, has this nice texture, almost has like a little bit resistant. In Chinese, we'll say this is like nuo. The flavor is similar. We have like the chili oil, a little bit of garlic, and the secret seasoning from the rice powder, a little bit 5 spice, a little bit Sichuan peppercorn, but very small amount. The chili oil and everything mixed together is really good. So this type of restaurant is called Tangan, which literally translates as fly restaurants, because in the past, the sanitary condition of those places aren't exactly the best, so you have flies everywhere. I think the name is kind of famous now. Even people in the US know what it means, like fry restaurants, and the equivalent term in English is like greasy spoon. But sometimes I think I'd rather call them greasy tables, because now the condition gets better. There might not be no flies, but the table is almost always greasy. Lastly, let's have some kelp soup. Really simple, but really good. In order to finish the rice, I'm just gonna pour everything out of those small plates into the bowl, and this is gonna be a great bowl of rice. So that wraps up the meal. We have 8 tiny meat dishes, 2 vegetable dishes, and a soup, and that's less than $11 for 3 people. So we're looking at less than $4 per person here. That is just great value and great flavor. Oh, there's a cat under the stovetop. That really keeps the cat warm. That steamed beef place is right across this middle school. Look at these old-style dilapidated buildings. You don't really see this in Chengdu anymore. We have a beautiful temple here, Guan Yin Miao, the Temple of Guan Yin. Guan Yin is Bodhisattva in Sanskrit. Look, you do have Sanskrit under Chinese. Next, I am at Longzang Si. This is a temple dating back from Ming Dynasty, at least the structure that you can see from the back. There are also 2 lion statues in the courtyard. It's not currently open, so I can only take a look from the outside. This is located in, we call this Rongjun Yuan, Geracomian / retirement house / nursing house for the elderlies, in particular those soldiers who participated in wars. And this one in particular hosts a lot of old soldiers from the Korean War. I know I have a lot of US viewers and you guys don't really talk about that, like the Korean War, but here we call it 抗美援朝, which is assisting North Koreans in resistance of the US. Yeah, that's the name of the battle. But either way, now here is really tranquil. It's a huge complex and the temple is located inside of it. It's not open, but at least you can get a feel for this place. It's been a long time since the Korean War, so as you can imagine, there aren't many of those old soldiers left. So now they're converting this place to a retirement house for those veterans in general.